Today I thought I would run through the new main catalogue by Stampin' Up. It launched on June the 1st, 2017, if this is an old video, and it runs all the way through to May the 31st. So I thought I would take you through some of my favourite things that I've seen and just point out a few things that you may not have noticed if you have flicked through it. So I've got lots of tabs down here. Won't be too long this video though, but we shall go through some of my favourite things. So this is the first thing on page 10 and 11. It's the Soft Sayings All-Inclusive Card Kit. Love it. I'm a big fan of kits anyway, but this kit especially, very me colours, very contemporary. I just love it. You have everything that you need in here to make 20 cards, but it also comes with the stamp set, some washi tape, all the die cuts, the envelopes, the cards and everything, but it also includes this stamp set here as well, and even an acrylic block. So literally the only thing, oh, and a little ink spot too. So literally the only thing you need in addition to this is some glue, and that's it. If there's dimensionals, they'll be included, so you just need some kind of glue, something like the Tombow would be perfect, or a snail if you like a tape. But what's even better than this, what Stampin' Up haven't done before, but they're doing it on this, is that once you buy the kit, if you love the cards so much, you make your 20 and then you want to make some more, you generally have to buy another kit, which is another acrylic block, another stamp set, etc. So what they've done, they've actually done refills. So the Soft Sayings card kit refill. So the original is £31.50, but the refill kit is just £19. That's less than £1 a card. So I love it, love it, love it, love it. What I am also doing is later this month, we are having a card challenge over 2 weekends in 2017. Stampin' Up UK are looking to make 10,000 cards for the Ronald McDonald charity, and the weekend of the sort of 23rd of June I'm going to be having an event where people are going to come make this kit up, and half the cards they're going to keep, so you get to keep one of everything, but then they're also going to donate one of every card as well. So have the kit, so you get the stamp set, you get the ink and everything, you go home with the 10 cards, but you feel good that you've donated 10 cards too, and if you love them so much you can get the refill later. So that's the first one. I'll be sharing more details about that soon. So that was my first thing. Swiftly straight onto the next page. Be still my heart. Anybody who knows me knows that I love a planner. You name it, I've been through them. Erin Condren, Kiki K, original Filofaxes, you name it. And there's always something wrong with them. There's always something I don't like, and I like to take a bit of this and a bit of that. Well, step in Stampin' Up's planner. Fab, fab, fab. Love it. I'll be sharing mine. Mine should be arriving here on Wednesday, so I'll be sharing yours with sharing mine with you when mine arrives. But monthly, it's undated, so I can start it from June, I can start it from July, you can start it from January if you want. Make great gifts for everybody, and obviously you don't have to be a paper crafter to love a planner. But as with the other kits, a refill is available as well. So obviously when the year comes up, you don't need to buy another outside, you can just use a refill kit. So love that. Then another kit. There's a surprise. Slightly different kit in that everything isn't included in here, but the Hello Friend, it's a heat embossing project kit. So you get all these contents here, and you just need the stamp set additionally. So if you're close to me and you want to borrow mine, feel free. Or obviously you can purchase the both there. You will need a heat tool, that doesn't come with it. So it says down here, Hello Friend stamp set, some ink pads, Versamarks, macro painters, dimensionals, glue dots and a heat tool are the extras that you need. If you've been crafting a while, you'll probably have most of those anyway. But just love it. Love this wreath here. Can't go wrong with a wreath. And this pattern here. But thinking of my friend today, thank you for being you, hello, just some standard kind of sentiments that go great anywhere. But you can see the sort of heat embossing on these. Love them. Okay, on to the next thing. And they're quite unlike me really, but I love this set, the bike ride set. Normally a little bit too fiddly for me, to be fair. I don't normally put lots of different bits together, and you might kind of look at it and go, looks a bit odd, but look at that down there. As someone who's been looking into buying a bike recently, and also having been to Holland in April, I love this. And just I'm waiting to see if I've got the patience to put it together, but love it. I will have the patience because I love it so much. But look at that, so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So onwards to my next top pick, and this is one of my favourite stamp sets. So it's called Label Me Pretty, but as we all know, we like a bundle, and we especially like a bundle with a punch. You can see the punch here, it's actually this shape here. And even if you didn't necessarily want these greetings from my kitchen to yours, obviously not only could you use a marker pen and just take out the bits that you wanted, so if you just wanted the outside of this, you could just use a marker pen and stamp those, but just good for a bit of decoration for any kind of circle to sit on. So great sort of just to add an extra dimension, and you can see some of the layering that they've done there. So love that, have that. Now, I have to admit to not liking coffee, but I already know a few people that have gone a bit crazy over this set, and I'm guessing if you're a coffee freak, then it's the perfect set for you. Great that it has a die set, so again it's a coordinating stamp set with a die set, that obviously you get your 10% off as well, so £41.25 for both bits, and just some nice sentiments. Happiness is a cup of coffee shared with a friend, and life happens, coffee helps. But not so much that. These are very me colours, and again, those of you that know me, love a blue, green and brown combination, love that. So even the pattern papers, there are a couple of specific coffee ones, so coffee beans and coffee pots, but I mean stains go for anything. But actually look at all the other colours as well. So that's my favourite one there, but just a good whole mixture of other things. And look here, so again some lovely ribbon, so it's a nice classic weave ribbon, but some little corrugated elements as well. So gotta love a bit of craft accents. And corrugated even better, so you can see them there, and just as an accent behind, just adds a little something, bit of texture as well. So love that. We're actually going to be using that. It's been Scrap Club's request to use these papers in a non-coffee way is what they've requested for this month. So if you want to come along to Scrap Club, third Monday of every month, that's what we'll be doing or using this month. Just had to highlight this set. Page 47, it's called You've Got Style. Look at these. I'm kind of hoping this is me when I'm older. I think this is probably me and my best mate together, and what we'll look like, still be drinking with a glass in our hand, still living life to the full. So it just says, hope your birthday's as bubbly as you are. Happy birthday. You've got style. And you can't improve on fabulous. Love that. But look, great for colouring in as well. So, and even just the cat, just the kitty cat on its own. So love that set. So over the page, have to highlight this. I have to admit, in April when we saw this, people were going nuts. Well, demos, because only demos saw it then. Demos were going nuts for this little piggy set. I have to say, dare I admit, it's not quite me. But I'm also very easily influenced as well. So as I've seen over the last couple of months, samples coming up with this, I have to say I'm being a little bit swayed. I generally don't do a lot of colouring in, and it's a great set for colouring in. So here's a couple of cards here. See, flying pigs. She believed she could, so she did. Hogs and kisses. Love it. So that's a good one to point out too. So next, I have this suite here. Perhaps not necessarily my sort of contemporary style, but lots of elements that I like here. I love the design of this rose. I think there'll be some very elegant things done with this. I also like this pattern as a background as well. So it does have a coordinating embossing folder and some nice thin ribbons that coordinate as well. It is a pack of pattern paper, so a lot of this is pattern paper, but what I wanted to really point out was this Memories and More card pack. So obviously up until May the 31st, for the last few years we've been doing Project Life with Stampin' Up. So Project Life was a memory keeping system, and Stampin' Up have now done this, which is memory keeping and more. So I'm going to go through it a little bit later, but I just thought I'd point out that again what is happening is these memories and more card packs are coordinating with some of the suites through the catalogue already, so you can add extra bits to them. So moving on, have to point this out, I think this is one of those sets and suites that will split people. I have to say, when I first saw it, I was kind of like, ooh, that's not my cup of tea, but I am seeing more and more things done with it. I think they have a certain era feel about them that may resonate with lots of people. I think they're great for kids parties and younger kids as well, which maybe because mine have grown up a bit now, perhaps I'm not quite in there. But the one thing I did want to point out was there is a stamp set and a coordinating die set, but what also happens is these dies, there's on some of the pattern papers, so the cakes here and some of the images on here and the little girl here, these framelits will actually cut out the designs on the pattern paper. So not only can you stamp the images and colour them as you wish and cut them out with the coordinating dies, you can actually cut out the exact designs already coloured from the pattern paper and use them as individual elements, which is what's been used here, for example, on there and up there. So great, very bright, very vibrant, and definitely growing on me. Just wanted to point this page out. I thought I loved it. I loved it. We've got some mini sequin trim. So we used to have the larger sequins. We've now got some mini sequin trim, a new dynamic textured impressions embossing folder there with a kind of leaf and flower pattern on it. But I just love it. I do like a vibrant colour with a black. So I just thought I'd point that out. A whole lot of lovely sweet. Moving on, again, one of my favourite stamp sets in the catalogue. Look at this. 37 stamps with some very generic greetings as well. Said, love isn't in the falling, it's in the staying there. Thanks a bunch, happy birthday, congratulations, happy wedding day for you, Mr. and Mrs. But again, it's a floral set, and we've all had a lot of floral sets. But look at this, you can make a bunch out of it. And I thought it just looked really effective. Really liked that. So moving on. So 5 new in colours for this year. So you have Berry Burst, you have Lemon and Lime Twist, you have a Powder Pink, you have a Fresh Fig, and you have Tranquil Tide. So those are the new 5 in colours. So we lost some colours in May the 31st, and these colours will be in the catalogue for this catalogue and for the next one. So they're here to stay for another 2 years. So what Stampin' Up have done, you might recognise some of these patterns. We had a pattern paper in the last catalogue that was blue and white, was really popular. And this stamp set has carried over as well. So quite aimed at weddings, but you know, it's got a congratulations, it has got wedding wishes for all the thoughtful things that you do, but it now coordinates with these papers. So you've got these papers that coordinate with that stamp set. There is obviously the dies as well that coordinate, that have been carried over as well, but one side is a sort of geometric pattern and the other side is the floral pattern. So it's a mixed pack of paper, 12 by 12 paper. You've got the finely woven ribbon, which is a lovely texture, really easy to tie bows with, nice and soft. Cardstock, the ink pads, and some other sort of pre-made bows. For all of you that suffer with bowitis and can't make a bow to save your life, don't need to anymore. They even come already with an adhesive backing, so you just need to peel it off and stick it on. Job done. Right, let's move on. So, again, look at that. How beautiful is that? Bundle of Love Suite. So foil papers, so all very gold and pink and blue. So perfect for newborns with the pink and the blue. Perfect for weddings with all the gold as well. Got some new gold edged ribbon there. A nice heart embossing folder there. And just some general, such exciting news, so happy for you. Some other bits there as well. But look at all these, great for decorations. Love them. Love them, love them. Look at that. Yum, yum, yum. So, liked those. Ah, a little wild bundle. So we've got the back of an elephant and the front of an elephant, lions and a bear. You can obviously just use one element there, so just the front of the elephant or the back if you want. Nice to see the back of you. So you can use them as single images, but what they're actually meant for is as tags. So great tags for new ones. A great big welcome for a sweet little someone, wild about you, a to and from. So animal shaped tags. I just thought they were great. And again, come in a bundle if you want that. So moving on. Delightful Daisy Suite. I have to say again, when I first kind of saw this, I was like, it's nice. Do I need any more floral sets? Apparently, yes, I do. Again, a punch and a stamp set bundle as well. So we all like the bundles, 10% off. So £27.75 for the stamp set and the punch. I've already used this for a set of cards that I'll be sharing with you in the future. But even some of these are the flowers that fit exactly on the stems there. There's little daisy heads. This is the centre of the daisy, and you can obviously just use it without the stamp set and just punch daisies to your heart's content as well. Also on this page, the faceted gems. So if rhinestones aren't big enough for you, you've got the gold and the silver, or gold and clear as they call it, but you and me it's gold and silver, that are perfect inside of the daisy to give the sort of ridged ripple effect to the centre of the daisy, but also obviously can be used as an embellishment on their own as well. But look at some of these fabulous papers. That's my favourite. That's my second favourite. But I like lots of them. So, moving on. I just wanted to point out a couple of the ways through the catalogue. You've got some great examples here. So obviously this is a sample for this set here. But it's actually showing you how to go. If you're a new crafter, something like this would be perfect for you. A base card with the pattern paper on. That's actually a new punch. A bit of ribbon behind and some twine. There we go, job done. Or if you're looking for a quick and easy card, as it says, that's the one. But then you can step it up a little bit. So similar kind of card, similar sort of layout, but you've got some embossed cardstock behind there. You've got a different die cut. But again, the ribbon and the twine is the same. Or again, you can really mix and match it up. So embossing, some other dies behind, some wooden elements and all sorts. So very simple, a little bit more tricky. So, and they're scattered throughout the catalogue. So don't just think that the catalogue is a catalogue. It's also an idea book as well, and gives you great ideas for stepping things up. And obviously every stamp set in the catalogue has a sample too. So if you recognise the front page, this is the set that was used, Naturally Eclectic Suite. There we go, just to bring you back there again. So just wanted to point out this die here, love that. There's also Naturally Eclectic card overlays. So if you want a little bit of something else to the front of your card, you can use these acetate overlays. Some crinkled seam binding ribbon there as well. And again, lots of lovely papers there. So moving on, the Colour Theory Suite. Again, I do take a lot of persuading, I have to say, but then I am very easily persuaded once I've seen enough. I was kind of like, okay, it's nice. But the Colour Theory Suite. So a great set of papers with some sort of ombre looking designs on the page and some crackle paint designs on the other. Standard colours there as well. So you've got your yellow, you've got your green, your blue, and it's more of reddy pink than a red. But this, as the name suggests, this is Colourful Seasons, and it really does take you through everywhere. You've got a deck chair here. There is actually a die set that goes with this as well. So over here, seasonal layers, thin knit dies. You get flowers, you get maple leaves, you get snowflakes, and that's what all these things are added to. Look at this beautiful branch and flowers there. But yeah, it really does take you through everything. So as I say, so from sort of summer and beach time to autumn with the leaves, to blossom for the spring and some flowers, down to snowflakes for the winter as well. So just thought that was a good go-to set for any kind of birthday, any time of year. So, Wood Texture Suite. Again, I took some convincing, but it didn't take an awful lot for me to fall in love with this. This has already been a huge hit. So it's a whole suite. I have to say, I bought the stamp set just purely for this here. I love this as a background image, and again I'll be sharing some cards with you where I use that soon. But you've actually got a 6x6 paper stack here with basically all kind of colour tones of wood designs, of planks of wood and say wood designs from logs and things like that. But what they've actually done as well is they haven't got two completely different images on the back, because you might find down here a little wood crate die, which makes these cute little wooden crates, perfect for party favours and things like that. It's 3x3 gift notes, and as they are there, and all sorts of things. But what often happened was you had one colour here, and then you saw the back of the paper and it was a completely different colour, which obviously you want to, if you're going to see things, you want them to be similar. So I think you can see just about on here, this is a kind of whitewash wood, and you've got the whitewash in the inside as well, so it's not completely different. So they've done that, and you've also got some mini copper trim, bit shiny, but what it actually does as well is it must have something metallic in it, because if you run a pair of scissors down like you curl ribbon on a parcel, that curls into ringlets like that as well. So love that. Got some new background stamps. The burlap is going down very well, but I have to say I'm a sucker for sheet music, so having a great big background stamp, they're sort of 11.4 by 14.6 centimetres, so it covers a good size, perfect for Christmas cards, for carols and things like that, but just great. We've had pattern paper in the past which has been sheet music. Now we can have sheet music in any colour that we like. So I wanted to bring you along to this Just Add Colour suite. Colouring in of designs and colouring just has been huge over the last sort of year to 18 months. So Stampin' Up have brought out papers that you can colour. So these are 12 by 12 papers that, as the name suggests, you just add a colour. But I also just wanted to go on to these as well, because these are great colouring stamps as well. So you've got a kind of a general image that you could just colour on in a mount. You've got these coloured images here, just general. I mean, look at those samples there, they look great. So definitely on the colouring bandwagon. We're also going next, just had to point them out, Magical Mermaid. Everything's unicorns and mermaids at the moment, so just to point out, we've now got Mermaid Kisses and Starfish Wishes as a stamp set there. Moving on. Right, so I said memories and more. So again, as the name suggests, you can sit there and do a normal scrapbook with them. You can do pocket scrapbooking, which is quick and easy, and you just kind of slot in these cards and do some journaling, or you can do a great scrapbook, traditional 12 by 12 page there, or the more part is that you can actually use the cards on your cards. So great designs for just layers really on a card, but not just cards, banners, frames, home decor, anything you can make with them. So I just thought I'd kind of go through. You've got a Perfect Days card pack there, very me, love these colours. The Petal Garden I'd already pointed out to you. So they do come with a pack of 72 cards, from 3x4 cards and 6x4 cards, but you get some transparency, some gold foil accents in this one, a couple of sheets of stickers that you can add as well, so you can make these designs up. Bundle of Love, so as I said, great for baby or wedding, and the Colour Theories, Memories and More as well. So as you see, those all coordinating with other stamp sets and pattern paper sets as well. So a couple of things going into the embellishments to point out. Glossy white cardstock is back on the menu. So 10 sheets there. Oh, it doesn't say what size they are. I've ordered them. When they come on Wednesday, I can let you know. But glossy card is back in, and we all know we can do 101 techniques with glossy card. I wanted to point out the rhinestones. Rhinestones are still here, and the Pearl Basic Jewels. They've just been tweaked slightly. We used to have 3 sizes, and then, well, in fact 4 designs if you like, 3 different sizes and lots in a row. But now we've just kind of slightly changed the sizes and given you more of the popular sizes. So lots of new embellishments on there. What have we got next? Oh, there we go. embossing paste. Now embossing paste takes me back probably about 10 years. So putting paste through masks to get a background design on your card, so you could do white on white, but you can actually colour the embossing paste with all of our re-inkers as well. So you can have embossing paste in every single colour, however much tone you want, so whether you want it just a light shade of, or whether you want a real vibrant colour, you can now have embossing paste to every Stampin' Up colour you want. So some palette knives, the embossing paste, and some decorative masks that you can do. So like you could do some clouds there and some dots and things. So that's a great new thing. Wanted to point out dimensionals. Of course, we've always done dimensionals, but had you seen the mini stamping dimensionals? Are you one of these people that cuts your normal dimensionals in half? No need anymore. You've got some tiny baby ones there now as well. Going on, so some more new embossing folders as well. Wanted to point out, if you've got a catalogue from me, you've got a sticker over this one, because there is actually a photo of the old polka dot embossing folder in here. So this is a slight change. So that's why that one's kind of black and white. If you haven't got a catalogue from me yet, or you're looking online, just be aware it's not the same as the old one. It is slightly different there. And got some more dynamic texture impressions embossing folders. So we've had the cable knit before, and we've had the hexagons before. Layered leaves I've already pointed out to you there. But pinewood planks, look at that, love that, can't wait for that to arrive. And a ruffled effect. Part of me says it kind of looks a bit like a roof, but I'm hoping that when it gets to me, it'll look more like a ruffled ribbon. I will let you know. So a couple of other bits, we're nearing the end now. Again, if you've got a catalogue from me, you'll have a sticker in here for this bit. Stampin' Up missed out the fact that we do sell our empty stamp cases. So not only are they great for sort of, if you've broken a box of yours, if you've lost a box of yours, or you're moving mounts, you know, clear mounts to wood mounts, or whatever, you've got other stamp sets that you want to put in boxes, they are still available. So you've got the standard stamp cases and the wide stamp cases. Also great for putting a multitude of things in, from everything from watercolour pencils to glues, and rhinestone packs and things like that. So going right towards the back now, just thought I'd pop, I think these are my most favourite hostess sets. So hostess sets can only be bought with hostess rewards. So if you either host a party or you place an order for £150 or more, you qualify for hostess rewards, which are basically money in the catalogue that you can spend on what you want. So you can spend it on anything in the catalogue, but if you wanted to buy any of these host sets at the back, they have to be bought with hostess rewards. So this is one of my favouriteest stamp sets here. I love this. Background bits, and it's just £12. But I love it. So you've got a script, you've got some motifs. Yeah, just love it, love it, love it. Again, used it in a class with the Daisy Delight. So I'll share that with you soon. Love this as well. Again, not particularly into colouring, but think that's great as well. Feathery Friends. And my other favourite, which is starting to come around, and again arrives on Wednesday, Tranquil Tulip. So it doesn't look altogether too much here, but look at that. Some great layering. Love this. So I can't wait to have a play with that. And last but not least, as I've said to you, Stampin' Up's charity of choice is the Ronald McDonald House Charities. Charity? charity. And so this is the stamp set that has some money. So we donate money from each of the sales of these stamp sets to the Ronald McDonald House Charities. So you might recognise sort of Jar of Love. So again, it's a coordinating jar. Now these are shaded because we have a coordinating die. And so the lids there, we have a die to cut them out perfectly, and the jar we have to cut it out perfectly at all as well. But the Full of Love for You is there, and all good. So that kind of covers it. So, I mean, if you're new to the Stampin' Up catalogue, if you haven't got a copy of the Stampin' Up catalogue and you'd like a copy, then just send me a message or email me at natalie@natalieoshea.co.uk, or you can find me on my website, www.natalieoshea.co.uk, and you can contact me on there as well. I think the only other things to point out, again, I think for newbies as such, is that these stamps, so 99% of all the stamps in the catalogue are shown actual size. So as I've said as well, if there's shaded, it shows you that there's coordinating dies that go with it. And if it's shaded kind of with a white, so that's got a die, but this white here, so as opposed to that hasn't got anything, this white here shows that there's a matching punch as well. So again, on this page, you've got a circle punch that coordinates with that. You've got the balloon punch that coordinates with that. And the slightly sort of grey bluey highlight is a die. But I think that's it. So all to size. There is also a, she says, right at the back, there's an accessories index. So if you're looking for memories or more, if you're looking for a paper trimmer or something like that, you can find that there. You've also got pictures in the back of not every stamp set, but every stamp set that has a sentiment in it. So if you've got a sentiment because you think, I know I've got that somewhere, or I'm looking for that, then every stamp set is pictured here with a sentiment. But you've also got a whole list there as well of every single stamp set that is in there by name. And it tells you whether it comes clear mount, wood mount, or photopolymer, what page it is. Yeah, and everything. I mean, I probably said this before, but let's find a different one. Let's go down to this one. So for this set, just to point out, so it tells you whether or not you've got 12 rubber stamps. So it tells you how many stamps in the set. It tells you that the wood mount is £25. Wood blocks not wood blocks included. So that's a wood mount stamp set, and a clear blocks recommendation. So it tells you the sizes of the clear blocks that we do that are recommended to be used with that stamp set, and how much it is. Also tells you that the set's available in French and German, and it tells you that it coordinates with the lovely words thin-lit dies as well. So I think that's gone on for far too long as such. As you can see, there's lots and lots of new stuff. I love it. I think it's the best catalogue that Stampin' Up have ever done, and I can't wait for most of my stuff to turn up in a couple of days. So I'm going to leave you there, and I hope that you enjoy the new catalogue as much as me. Bye bye.